All right, everyone. So what I'd like to do next is create an animation for when the wizard drinks the potion. But I'm not going to do that just yet because before I do that, I want to make sure that it works. And the reason that I'm worried about it working is because I've seen a problem with one of the other animations and I'm worried that I'm going to get that problem twice. So what's the problem that I'm talking about? Well, it's to do with the ouch animation. So when the wizard is bitten by the ghost, and the wizard says ouch, the wizard is supposed to turn red and his hat is supposed to leap off of his head. And that happens if the wizard is standing still, but it doesn't happen if the wizard is moving. So let me show you. So first, if the wizard is standing still, okay, you get the animation. But if the wizard's moving, you hear the word ouch, but you don't see the animation. Okay, now why is that? It's because when the wizard is moving, it's because my finger's on one of the cursor keys. And that key interrupts the animation. So if I'm moving to the right, it'll be following, or if I'm moving left, it'll be following this code here. And what happens is it says when the left arrow key is pressed, start walking. And so do the walk animation. And so the walk animation interrupts the ouch animation before it can even get started. And so you don't see the ouch animation. So what I need to do is I need to turn off the controls long enough for the ouch animation to occur and then turn them back on again. And that's what I'm going to do in this video. I'm going to introduce a mechanism for switching the controls on and off. So the first thing we need to do is we need to make a variable for the sprite controls. Okay. And controls is we're going to conditionalize all of the controls on this controls variable being on. So it can take two values. It can be on or off, and it better be on. Otherwise, nothing will work. So I'll show you what I mean. So if we do when space key press, right now it says if health is greater than 0. So all it's doing is if health is greater than 0, it's just checking whether you're even alive. So we're going to ask for a more stringent test than that. So it's going to say if variables controls on. So now what it says is when you press the space key, if the controls are on, then you zap the ghost. Now what's going to determine whether the controls are on? Well, later we'll define it so that the controls are only on when you're alive, when the game has started, and when you're not in the middle of an animation. Okay, now what about these? When up, down key pressed and so on? Well, the best place to tackle those is with this walk block, because that's all of these end up using the walk block, and so we can just change stuff in one place. So let's have a look. Where is the walk block? There it is. So right now it says if game is not over, then walk if you're told to walk. But I'm going to change that. Actually, a little bit quicker if I just save this here, get rid of the game part. Replace it with controls. Controls are on. Okay. So that's gonna ensure that you can't walk, you can't shoot lightning unless the controls are on. I'll leave it there for the moment, and then in the next video what we'll do is we'll make sure that the controls come on at the beginning of the game and switch off at the end of the game. And after that we will look at how to switch them off for animations. So I'll see you there. Thank you for listening, and if you find this video useful, please hit like and subscribe.